Hello and welcome to the Sky News live stream from the second TikTok Awards for UK and Ireland. Look, there's about 12 different categories that are up for nomination here for creators and 5 for ad makers. And why is this important? Because social media, of course, is one of the new platforms, and they estimate that over about half of the population of the UK is using social media. Now, if we have a look right now, we've also got some big names. I'm very happy to introduce the wonderful Rizzle Kicks.
Oh my God,
coming to us live stream on Sky
Live
News.
stream.
Yeah.
No swearing.
No swearing, please.
Swear.
That's terrifying.
You mustn't swear.
I shall not.
Okay,
Are we
brilliant.
allowed to swear?
I'd prefer it if you didn't.
Okay, so
yeah.
live stream.
Yeah.
Bobby.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Thanks for asking. First of all, why the TikTok Awards?
Why the TikTok Awards?
Yeah.
I love TikTok. I actually
Jordan's
do.
actually a proper mega fan of TikTok.
I love
Yeah.
TikTok. It's my favourite social media platform, and we had a real amazing moment this year with one of our songs, Follow Excitement. Became a #1 viral song in the country. We had never been in that position before, so we didn't know whether that translated to streams, to performances. We performed it at Glastonbury. Crowd went nuts. So we're happy, and now we're here performing it.
So and it's an interesting question because when you guys first came out and the way that you marketed songs and yourselves, do you think when we look at something like TikTok, that shows that the way the game is changing, I guess?
It's definitely changed. We remember when we were back, and it wasn't a thing at all. You had other social media platforms, and it was kind of wasn't that important. And for me, especially because I stepped away for a long time.
Yeah.
Coming back into it blindly, having to learn kind of on the job how important it is. It really has taken a minute to adjust to that, but now I'm in it now.
You're in it.
I'm getting used to it now, and I think sometimes I'm actually better than Jordan at being more on it with when we have to do a TikTok or do some kind of post. Jordan's really good at staying across lots of different areas on the platform. But I'm definitely getting a lot better.
I do struggle still with the amount you have to post,
Yeah.
just to literally get into people's. But for some reason, even though I'm very active with it, I can't shake the idea that I'm posting too much. But there are obviously hundreds of videos explaining that not everyone's going to see the same post, and it's always good to keep posting.
Look, I mean, an interesting thing is that there are a lot of young users on this, and adults as well, and I know I've catch myself quite a lot of the time doom scrolling as they call it. What's your advice to, young content creators and also young people who are on the platforms?
Look, the dream is we are encouraging young people to find some form of willpower and balance. It's a hard thing because obviously you get such a rush from going on phones and scrolling that
The dopamine kick.
Yeah, it's tough to stop, but the platform is useful. Like I was saying before, my algorithm's hilarious. It's just philosophy and random historians because I love that. But it can be addictive, and I'm sure this is something that they'll speak about and encourage people to have a healthy balance, screen time, whatever else. Harley's a father. What are you going to say?
What I do, my kids don't have phones yet or TikTok yet, but if my son does want to play on a video game, I make him
set time.
I say we have to read for an hour first, and then you can play. You can play for as long as you read for, essentially. So if he reads for an hour, he can play it for an hour. If he reads but then he ends up just wanting to read all day anyway. It's just finding a balance.
I've not heard about many kids that just want to read all day and not go on social media. I think you've done a good job.
I mean, he wants to, of course, but he's like any kid. But I think if you just encourage that more,
it's our responsibility. I mean, Harley's a brilliant dad, and that's an example. It's our responsibility as adults to encourage kids to have some boundaries, but and then use it as a tool. That's the main thing. It's a tool to communicate. Don't overdo it.
Fantastic. Both performing tonight, I believe. You're looking forward to it?
Yeah. Of course.
Are we doing a full set? Are we going to hear new material and old school material? Bit of both?
Yeah. New and old, little sprinkle of Rizzle Kicks on the night. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Gentlemen, thank you so much for chatting. Appreciate. Thank you for not swearing. We appreciate it.
Of course, big up Sky.
Have a great evening. Thank you. There you go. That was Rizzle Kicks there, who are going to be performing later on here at the second TikTok Awards for UK and Ireland. We've got a few other people. Lots of the content creators are starting to arrive at the moment, including one of the hosts, which we're hoping she will come to us very, very, very shortly. I'm trying to sort of kill a bit of time until she gets there. Why don't we look through some of the figures that we looked up on this? If you look at TikTok's sort of advertising sales pitch, they say that revenues from advertising on TikTok estimated to be about 1.2 billion. And UKOM, that's the UK's only online measuring body, said that 54% of the UK population now uses TikTok every month. That's up 1.6 million from 51% in March 2024. So you can see how much this is becoming an absolutely massive platform and one of the new sort of media shakers in the modern era. Unlike just broadcast news that we have, that you're watching us now for as well. Perhaps we can get a little look over there and see the wonderful AJ Odudu. She's on the carpet there. She's just given the Rizzle Kick boys a hug. We're waiting for her to come over to us very shortly. And if you give me 1 minute, I might have her with us very, very shortly. Hoping so. Look, this is a live stream. Sometimes things don't go exactly according to plan. But look, we will... Oh, there we go. AJ, hello. How you doing?
How are you?
Good. Jason from Sky News.
Hi, Jason. You look unreal.
Oh my days! Thank you very much. I am susceptible to flattery. You look amazing as well.
Thank you so much. I wasn't fishing.
Look, thank you so much for talking to us. Just so you know that we are live streaming at the moment. So first of all, when it comes to something like TikTok, you know, we're a news organisation. We're used to sort of broadcast, but we are on all these platforms now. Why do you think it's sort of so important to sort of have a presence here?
I think the world is changing, and the way that we communicate is always changing and always evolving. And instead of, saying that I'm not into this and I'm not into that, let's just keep up to date with what's going on in the world. It's almost a news outlet within itself, and a new source of entertainment. I'm a TV presenter, and I reckon that for many years there was this worry that no one's watching TV. But actually, I think people are watching now more than ever before. There's never been any more channels, there's never been any more platforms, and actually people are just shifting how they consume things and where they watch things, and I think that's really exciting.
Absolutely true. But when it comes to social media, we do have to sort of also have that kind of some concern, like when you're a young person, and even as an adult myself, the doom scrolling, getting into it. So what would be your advice to sort of young content creators and young people who are on the app?
I would say that it's really good to remain grounded and centered in the real world, and remember that whatever you're posting and whatever anyone's commenting, it's not always a direct reflection of who you are. As long as you know who you are, it doesn't matter what the comments say. Take in the compliments if you want, but also don't get floating away with it either. You need to be very grounded within who you are and what you stand for, and just be safe in that knowledge. And additionally, just try and time yourself off it. It's so addictive, isn't it? Like, I love it.
The dopamine kick. I was talking to Rizzle Kicks about this.
It really is a genuine thing. And I think, don't feel so guilty when you go, oh my gosh, I've been on my phone for an hour or 2 hours or even more sometimes. It's kind of like, acknowledge it and then take a step back.
Yeah. Have you had a look at any of the nominees this evening? Is there anyone that stood out for you in particular?
Oh my gosh,
Shall I tell you my favourite?
So many. I love so many. But I love David Larbe. He's an incredible storyteller. I've never met him before, and I'm just a huge fan of anyone, but particularly people who are able to capture people's attention and emotion in such a short space of time and so articulately and beautiful. It's a pleasure to watch.
I'm really looking forward to Basanti coming through.
Yes, me too.
So
oh my
cool.
gosh, what am I even going to do? I need to kneel, I need to bend, knee, I'm ready to greet her well.
Yeah, fantastic. Look, thank you so much for talking to us. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
You too, Jason.
Looking amazing.
Thank you. Right back at you. Have a good night.
Cheers. Bye-bye. There you go. Lovely AJ there, who's also one of the people presenting here at the second annual TikTok Awards. We've got someone else I'm going to introduce you to. First of all, my colleague, the wonderful entertainment reporter, Debbie Ridgard. Hello, Debbie. How are we doing?
Hello. How's it going? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm sort of doing the live thing. It's been a lot, but I think we're doing all right so far.
Well, we're in the world of TikTok. Of course, it's got to happen. Isn't that right, Jason?
It's got to happen, and it's only live. It's only live.
Well, speaking of which, we have one of our nominees at the moment. Francesca is also here on the red
carpet. Hello,
Nice
Francesca.
to meet you. Francesca, this is Jason. We're going to chat all about your TikTok career.
Look at that very smooth exit from Debbie Ridgard. Look, for those who don't know a lot about you, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you sort of do?
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm a book creator on TikTok. I mainly recommend and review thriller books specifically, which is quite a unique thing. You'd be surprised. There isn't as many people reading thriller books, so it's my mission in life to get them out to as many people as possible.
And it's interesting though because there's lots of different categories here, and yours, if I remember correctly, is it literature and education?
Yeah, so books and learning.
Books and learning. Sorry, books and learning.
That's okay.
Good, nice correction there.
okay.
Is it in that field, like when you're looking at sort of some of the people that are nominated with you, who do you see that you sort of admire and is a good contemporary?
I think Jack Edwards is absolutely fantastic. I mean, he's in a similar space to me in terms of book recommendations, but recommends more literature and contemporary style writing. So it's nice to have a mix across TikTok, I think, of the types of books that are being recommended. So there really is something for everybody, which I think is really an underrated part of the book community.
Now, I'm assuming as someone who's a creator on the platform, you spend a lot of time on it. So how do you sort of manage the screen time and the off time?
With difficulty, honestly. I think you kind of have to lock into a bit of a creator mode and see what other people in your industry are doing and, you know, what kind of trends are happening and all sorts of that. But then also on the other side, there is that idea of you kind of just want to watch your own things. You know, whatever tickles your fancy that's not always book related.
And for young people, we'll split into two things. Young creators getting into the business, first of all, what is some advice you might have for them?
I think just being confident and being yourself. There's a place for everybody on TikTok, no matter how you feel about that in real life compared to your friends and your family. On TikTok, there's a place for your own personal expression, I think. And I think that's a large part of my journey as well, is just leaning into who I am, not who I watch particularly on TikTok, and your people will find you.
That's fun. That's brilliant advice. And the other thing is as well, there is sort of a safety element to this as well, is that, you know, young people are on the app. What's your advice for, I don't know, parents or for any young person that follows you or watches you when it comes to being on a platform like TikTok?
I think with the age restrictions on the platform anyway, it's already in a place where TikTok's doing its best to like mitigate those types of things. But in terms
just giving them away. We're gonna come to you in a second.
Getting ahead of that time.
Yeah.
I think just being very mindful when you're on TikTok and understanding that social media is something that is not your day-to-day life and can almost be a highlight reel, but also a highlight reel for people and for different aspects of their life, not just what you would typically talk about in real life, I think.
Yeah. And when was the moment that you sort of went from, I guess, obscure to someone, I guess, you know, a proper influencer, if you like? Do you remember what it was?
Honestly, quite early in my journey, I think there isn't a lot of people talking about thriller books specifically. There's a big book community within the platform, but thriller books specifically is something that not a lot of people had started talking about. I think you have this representation idea in your head that thriller books are like murder mystery stories for maybe your parents or a different generation. So to bring a really fast-paced, great piece of literature to TikTok, it kind of happened quite quickly. I think there's a lot of popular titles which people just absolutely love, like Verity by Colleen Hoover, The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, and as soon as you start talking about those, people love it.
Final one, what's a TikTok hack for a creator? What's something like a good little thing for someone to remember if they want to do some good content?
I genuinely think being authentically yourself, as weird and wonderful as you believe you are, or as normal and stereotypical, whoever you are as a person, that's who you want to bring to TikTok.
Fantastic. Look, thank you so much.
No worries.
Good luck tonight. You're going to have a little dance afterwards
so
as well?
I'm definitely going to have a little dance.
Yay! We love it. Thank you.
Whether I win or not.
Yeah, probably a bit both.
Bit of both, yeah, absolutely.
Well, we might see you afterwards. For now, though, we're going to talk to our next guest as well.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Have a good
Thank
evening.
you.
There you go. And look, hello. Can we... Yeah, hello. We've got some more people coming on very, very shortly. Hello, how are you?
Who are you?
My name is Jason. I'm from Sky
Jason.
News.
Yeah.
We're currently live streaming. Do you want to introduce yourself to our audience as well?
We're Tim and Hilary Warren
And
from Friends of the Elm Tree.
I was going to say, you guys are very
pub in Dorset.
now a still open and successful
It's
pub in
reopened.
Dorset. And
It closed 2 years ago. It was closed for a year. Nobody would buy it. The owner was going to sell it to a developer. And we raised £300,000 in the village, but we had another 300 grand to raise. And we were selling jars of jam. And our daughter came home from America and...
Sarah de Warren.
And came home from America and...
Well, she said, Mum and Dad, how are you going to raise the money selling jars of jam? We need to use social media. Come on, let's look at TikTok. And she found the boomer-speaking Gen Z formula. We applied it to our village, and we just went viral.
Come forward a little bit for us.
We went viral.
So what was it like, sort of learning how to adjust to, I guess, as you said, the Gen Z language and format?
It was easy, but people were laughing at us, so we weren't getting it right.
Still not entirely sure what getting lit means, but we've got an idea.
Well, there's lots of champagne over there, and there's
Great.
DJs, so you may see some getting lit through the night. Look, what has it been like to sort of suddenly be big on this new internet platform, TikTok?
Yes, we were already on TikTok, but we can't believe that we're here. How that happened?
What happened? Because you guys did great content, of course. Yeah. And look, what's your advice? We talked to some people. We've been asking everyone on the carpet tonight about creating content and how to go about it and how to use the platform. What would be some of your advice?
Well, just use your phone, subscribe to CapCut, start editing, add the text, get a bunch of really some villagers who are up for it, and then post really quickly and move quick.
A couple of things I'd say: something that's newsworthy, entertaining, but also something that's got some conviction and resonance, and people can feel the similarity with their own lives. It resonates with people, talks to them basically. And everyone wants a community. Everyone wants a community to go home to, a protected, healthy, vibrant community. And we lived in a village of 120 people, and our pub closed. We had nowhere to go. And we've got our pub back, and it's packed. It's packed, not just with villagers, with people from outside coming to have a look.
We've been asking everyone for some advice about being on platforms, whether you're young or old. What would be your advice about managing, how much you're on the platform, and also, having that much attention on the platform?
Well, it does take time, so you need to allot 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the morning, sit down and just get on with it, and then get outside after that. Yeah,
there are times it needs to be tempered, enthusiasm to answer every question. You can't answer every question, just answer the right ones.
All right then. Look, I'm wishing you both the best of luck tonight.
Thank you, Jason.
Congratulations.
Thank
Have
you
a
very
great
much.
evening. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Well
You do
done.
too.
Look at it.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Jason.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you. Have a great evening. Hello.
I've got another treat for you.
Oh, look at this.
is
Lovely
Gab.
Debbie's bringing people
Come on
in.
in,
Hello.
Gab.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are
Another
you?
nominee, of
I'm
course,
Jason.
for the learning category as well.
Look,
So you-
come forwards and come and introduce yourself to all the people watching the live stream.
Hello, everyone. My name is Gab Astorga. I am a microbiologist and science communicator, and I've been nominated for TikTok Content Creator of the Year for books and for learning.
Fantastic. Well, first of all, I know this is rather superficial, but I have to say I've got the same shirt, or almost the same shirt with the
Traditional
stitching.
Filipino
Yeah.
clothing?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, because one of my best friends from Australia was Filipino, so
Dude, that's sick.
and
That's
I got
so
it taken in and brought
Oh,
up
you
as
gotta-
well.
you gotta
If
give
only I had have worn it tonight. Damn it.
No, you know what? It would have been a who wore it best kind of situation. We don't.
Hands down.
No.
Hands down.
You would have rocked that.
Look, thank you very much. Look, do you want to tell us a bit more about sort of the way that you're communicating to young people and where you've found success?
Yeah, so I've actually just finished my PhD last week. So a lot of what I do is making science accessible to a larger audience and making it fun and enthusiastic. The whole reason why I'm doing it is because we need diverse voices out there showcasing role models and showcasing a voice that hasn't been heard previously.
So when it comes to social media, we've also been asking a lot of the people is like first splitting into a couple of things. First of all, for young creators that are starting, what's some advice that you have for them?
I think just genuinely be yourself. I know it's terrifying putting yourself out there, but the whole reason why I'm here tonight is because I am authentically me, and that's what everyone loves.
And then when it comes to young people on the app, or old people, and I've said this before tonight, that I catch myself scrolling sometimes, doom scrolling too much. What's your advice for people sort of managing both screen time and also just being in the digital sphere?
Yeah, I think it's tough because social media right now is designed for us to continue consuming. And I think the best way to move forward is to know your limits and understand yourself and set healthy boundaries. I wouldn't recommend going cold turkey, just generally just weaning yourself off slowly and enjoying being in the moment.
Can you give us, in your chosen, your expertise, can you give us a fact that we should know about, something really interesting that everyone should hear?
So I study bacteria. That's my whole thing.
Lovely.
And I love the gut microbiome. So inside us is this gut microbiome. All the fungi, viruses, bacteria, there are more microorganisms inside of us than there are stars in the visible universe. So there's a whole universe inside of you that's completely different to inside of me.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Mind officially blown. A final question, like, because we're at the TikTok Awards and everyone's been nominating for creating. What's a hack you have, like a good, like little content creation idea you have?
A little good hack or content creation idea. I edit everything on the go. So I take the bus in the morning just so I force myself to have time to edit. For content creation ideas, every single time you have an idea, voice memo it. Record everything because you never know what idea is going to hit.
Absolutely brilliant. It's been so fun talking to you. Hopefully we'll see you later on. Have fun tonight and good luck at the awards.
Thank you so much.
My absolute pleasure.
Awesome.
Take care.
Take care.
See you later. Look at that. It's we've got more people coming as well on the red carpet. It's quite busy now. In fact, we might be able to... Oh, hang on a second. We've got another guest here. Hello. This is, first of all, let's see the wonderful Debbie Ridgard, our entertainment reporter. Hello.
So pretty much you can't be on TikTok without seeing Henry Rowley's face in the UK, and he is up for Entertainment Creator of the Year. So, got to tell us about your TikToks a little bit, please.
They're just sort of based on being in and around social situations, spotting horrendous behaviour from other people or myself, and being like, right, I need to make a video or a character out of that. Yeah.
So obviously getting this nomination, we were saying last year you weren't able to attend this awards show, but this year your first one, and you've got the nomination too. How does it feel getting that nomination?
It feels great, you know. I don't think TikTokers get enough focus, so it's time to finally get the recognition we deserve. You know, it's really hard. People don't speak about the work that goes into it. I sit on my couch every 2 weeks, make a 60-second video if I'm not on holiday or tired, and yeah, that takes a lot. So,
talking about that though, so because you do, as a content creator, I assume you spend a lot of time on the app creating the content, seeing inspiration. How do you manage both the screen time on the app and staying sort of in the real world, if you like?
I don't spend too much time on the app. I try not to. I try to, if I've got a funny idea that I enjoy, I'll make a silly little video, post it, and then put it down and focus on other things.
Would that be your advice then for young content creators? Don't spend too much time on the app, but use it as a tool?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, watch it. Like, you know, it's fun to watch, and you definitely get inspiration, and because there's so much content, but I think you can also get in the hole of spending your whole time on there.
Yeah.
So just, if you start to, you know when you're on it too much. If you start to realize that, put it down.
Okay, then what's your advice for young people? You know, there's a lot of conversations now about young people coming onto these apps. What would be your advice to either parents or to a young person watching when it comes to being in the digital sphere, particularly on TikTok?
I think don't forget that there is a real world out there. You know, I think it can be detrimental if you spend your whole life watching other people do things and actually be the one to go and do those things.
Yeah.
And then if you're so inclined, you can start filming it and documenting it, and it's still fun to watch, but don't forget to live in the real world as well, because it's amazing. I mean, this is great.
I like that about visiting places. Look, we don't want you to give away all your trade secrets, but I have been asking everyone as sort of one of the last questions. If you were going to give someone watching a really good hack for content creating on TikTok, like a good little trick that you have, what would it be?
Always, if you, like for me it's comedy, so if you find it funny, post it. Don't do what you think other people are going to like, do what you like, and then that usually comes across. And it won't every time, and that doesn't matter. Like, you know, I've done a lot of stand-up, I've done a lot of acting, and you have to fail a million times before you do something good.
Yeah.
But as long as you believe it and like it, then it's good, go for it.
Look, fantastic. Thank you very much for joining the Sky News live stream.
Thank you so much.
Good
Cheers.
luck tonight. I hope you have fun as well.
Thank you so much.
See you soon. Fantastic. There we go. Oh, and we've got more people coming. If you have just joined us, we're live at the second TikTok Awards for UK and Ireland. This is my colleague, the wonderful reporter, Debbie Ridgard, who I believe has someone else coming.
You thought you were going to get a second of a break, Jason. It's not going to happen, because now we're going to talk all the things showbiz, culture, everything on TikTok as well. It's Talk of the Townsend nominees. Come on in, guys.
Hello, how are you doing? Hello, do you go one on each side? Is that all right if I go in the middle? You don't mind? It's going good. It's been quite busy. We've got an hour live stream. We don't stop. So it's great to have you here.
Great to be here.
First of all, if you want to tell people who are watching this a little bit about yourselves. Do you want to...
Sure, well, we're a married couple with the Townsends, Benedict and Hannah.
Yeah.
We have a channel called Talk of the Townsends, where we talk about lots of stuff, but mainly film and TV, which we love.
We watch a lot of film and TV.
It's a hard life. So, I mean, did you get into this because that is a passion of yours, or was it just by accident?
Yeah, we started just chatting, and it would always go back film and TV. We talked about White Lotus, we talked about Black Mirror, and then eventually we just honed in on just talking about that.
Yeah, 100%. And TikTok, shout them out, has given us the chance to take that little passion project and really turn it into something huge, do interviews with stars and stuff like that. So it's been really exciting.
That's fantastic. Look, we've been asking everyone here, one of the questions is, as a content creator, what is a clever little hack you have, like a good trick that you guys always use that maybe an aspiring content creator could try and use?
Ooh, that is a great question.
You know what? You can park that one. I can ask you another one, and then you can think about that in the background.
I might have an answer.
Oh, you've got the answer.
It's good advice for any creative thing, right?
Yeah.
It's sort of like you basically want to delete the first paragraph, right? So you write the first paragraph, get to paragraph 2, then just delete the first one. And it's like that with a video. Instead of making a video going, today I'd like to tell you about elephants. Elephants are really cool. Just start at elephants are really cool. Just go.
Okay.
Yeah.
No build up.
And we do that a lot. We do a lot of question videos where we straight into I don't know, what's the biggest reality TV moment that we've ever seen?
Yeah.
And then that gets comments and gets people chatting.
Yeah.
And now, as content creators, I'm assuming that you spend quite a bit of time on the app. So how do you balance your sort of screen time and time in the digital sphere?
Well, with great difficulty, really. It's good to have a healthy relationship with it,
Yeah. We step away from the TikTok screen to the TV and movie screen.
Yeah.
But then we do, we spend a lot of time discussing outside. So, there's time for outdoor activities. We're not always on a screen.
Touching grass.
Yeah, touching grass every now and again.
Every now and again.
Like touching or shoes off touching?
We're not that outdoorsy, so.
We're not professionals, you know what I mean?
Okay. Look, I'm going to get it serious, a little bit serious for a minute. Like we talk a lot about with these platforms, a lot of young people are on them. So what would be your advice to either parents or young people who are sort of in this sphere, on these apps, for when it comes to sort of handling yourself in that space and the amount of time you're there?
Yeah, are you talking if you're posting or if you're watching or both?
I think a bit of both, yeah.
Yeah, I think we don't have kids, so we don't really see it from that side. I mean, our corner of the internet tends to be pretty lovely.
Yep.
So we're very lucky in that respect. But I think, as we were just talking about, taking time offline and reading about things outside of, having lots of different multiple sources so you can kind of make up your mind on things.
I think, places like TikTok can be incredibly educational or just interesting. Like some random video where a guy's explaining to you about whales or whatever, and I'll just sit and watch that. Why not? And so I think there's a lot of rich opportunities there. But I think as a parent, you just want to be vaguely aware of what's going on. Keep an eye over the shoulder. You'll be fine.
Fantastic. Finally, because of your area of expertise, and I like to do this, tell us something interesting that you've learned recently, or you've talked about recently, or maybe that you're about to post.
Ooh.
That's a good one, huh? That's a good one.
That is a great one. I'm trying to think of some of our questions of what came up as the scariest movie in the last 10 years.
Ooh.
Something we asked out.
Smile.
No, I think Hereditary came out on top.
Okay.
That was one that ranked really highly. And we also did what's the scariest film that's not a horror film?
Oh, yeah.
So those children films that are just terrifying.
Like nursery rhymes.
Yeah, and the Child Catcher and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
And things like that. Can you remember what won?
Watership Down was very high.
Yeah.
The Scary Rabbit movie. People did not like that.
And the Cat in the Hat with the eyelashes. People didn't like. We like people's opinions on film.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, wishing you both the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
And I hope you have fun as well. Thank you for joining the Sky News live stream.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Anytime. Take care. We'll see you later. Thank you so much. It's good. I think we've got another guest coming up as well. For anyone who's just joined us, we are at the second TikTok Awards for UK and Ireland. There are 12 different categories for content creators and 5 categories for advertisers as well. The wonderful Debbie Ridgard, who's my colleague, who works as the entertainment reporter at Sky News, is here and is
I'm the gift that keeps on giving here, Jason. That's what I am.
She's just steadily bringing people in.
I'm the gift that keeps on giving. And right now we've got Kieran Monlouis, who is Foodie Fella, is what your name is over on TikTok, and nominated for a Food Creator of the Year.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Debbie. Look, for those who don't, Debbie did a wonderful introduction there, but for those who don't know you, do you want to tell them a bit about yourself and why you're nominated?
So I'm a food content creator, essentially. We go around London, outside of London, abroad, just basically documenting my journey on some of the best spots around the world, really. Yeah.
Okay, so straight away I've got to ask you, recently, one of your most favourite places to eat?
I'll say it's a takeaway spot. So basically I have a mini series on my TikTok where I try basically local takeaways, just trying to find those gems. There's a place called Golden Palace in Peckham where you can get like basically 4 dishes for like £25 and it's a body which I think is crazy. But it's really nice.
There you go, you heard it there first, a good recommendation. Do you want to tell us how you sort of really fell into this and how you sort of began to grow an audience?
Well, I mean, I've always had a love for food. From my mum cooking always, that kind of transferred into me constantly going out to restaurants, wanting to try different cuisines. So naturally, everyone recognised that and came to me, oh, Kieran, where should I go for this, where should I go for that? And to be honest, it got a little bit annoying. So I thought, why not make one page where everyone can go rather than nagging me constantly? And I mean, I dived into it and it's got me into this position today.
What's your community like? What is it like having that many people who follow and listen to what you have to say?
I mean, yeah, it's amazing. Without them, I wouldn't be here. Engagement on any platform is key. TikTok has been amazing for me, to be honest with you. I feel like it really pushes content. Like if it should do well, it will do well on TikTok compared to any other platform. So I mean, yeah, my community recognise that, so they really ride for me on that platform.
As a content creator though, and I assume that you spend a bit of time on there, how do you manage your sort of life and screen time and sort of keep that all in check?
I mean, it's hard to be honest. It's just part of my life. Especially like where I'm always out, eating out in public. It's not like something where I can be taking content from home or whatever. I'm always out in the public eye, so I mean, it comes hand in hand, but I'm dealing with it and I'm enjoying it.
Fantastic. We've been asking everyone on here, look, there are a lot of young people that are on social media. Like I as an adult, I'm on social media and I find myself doom scrolling a bit. What's your advice to young people in particular about sort of managing how much time they spend in that space and navigating it as well?
I would just say find something that you like and stick to it instead of like, and follow people that you have a genuine interest in as well. I mean, with doom scrolling, like you said, you can be scrolling for hours, be just scrolling past nonsense. Whereas if you like kind of have that core of who you like to follow and what content you like to see, I feel like that's probably a better way to manage it, where you're scrolling, you kind of like the look of what you see, like put that to bed and that's it basically.
Fantastic. Final question. For anyone watching that's an aspiring content creator, what's a clever little hack? Just a quick little, like, don't give away all your secrets, but maybe you've got a good little like trick that you use to make good content.
To be honest, I don't have a trick, but I would like to say to everyone, consistency is key in anything you do. So just push basically, just find a niche, because a lot of things are saturated these days, but just find one thing that works for you. And if you get that one viral post or you get something where people are kind of latching onto it, I'll say hold on to that and keep pushing.
All right, and one more time, what was the food recommendation? Because I might go there.
It's called Golden Palace in Peckham.
Okay then. And what's your favourite dish to cook?
Oh, I like Jamaican foods. Oxtail rice and peas coleslaw.
Nice! My man, thank you so much. Have a great time and I wish you the best of luck tonight. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, there we go. Another guest here at the TikTok Awards. It's the second annual TikTok Awards in London at Magazine. We are near Greenwich and we've got another guest coming up. This is the wonderful Debbie, my colleague.
Hello. Now, as you can tell by my accent, I'm Irish, so anytime there's some celebration on TikTok about an Irish person, I am living life. Sam Morris did that a few months back when he created a dance for Take a Sexy Picture of Me by CMAT. He's now nominated at the TikTok Awards.
Do you know, Debbie, I'm going to let you take this one. Come on, Debbie. Debbie is like a true fan.
Of course, come on over.
I'm going to step out very quickly.
Of course, we've got to celebrate. But first of all, we got to talk about the Irish queen that is CMAT.
Yes.
What was your reaction to her actually doing the dance herself after you created it?
It was all so quick. It was very spur of the moment. I just made the dance up one day in my kitchen, and then I think within a day, CMAT was then doing it, probably in her kitchen, and then it was huge.
It's such a surreal moment as well, and it kind of is the beauty of TikTok as well, because we look at the platform and it's a real level playing field. Anyone who wants to create can create, and you're given that platform the moment you log in. And I suppose for you, did you ever expect that you creating dances and having these videos with your friends who become fans, who become followers, become family, that it becomes a career?
I definitely did not. I mean, I always share music that I love on my platform. I mean, I share a lot that I love on there, but music was always something that I did share a lot of, like my passion for music. And so I used to be a dancer, and when I made that dance up for CMA, it was just generally because I loved that song. And I thought, this is fun, very TikTokable. And yeah, it just absolutely went crazy. And now I'm really lucky I get to, you know, work with lots of different artists, and it's been kind of amazing, really.
What was the most recent oh my god moment for you?
Most recent oh my god, probably Lily Allen. She sent me a private link to listen to her new album the day before its release. That was kind of amazing. I'm a very, very big Lily Allen fan, so it was a huge week for me. Very big week.
Like, when you see that sliding into your DMs, Lily Allen, the icon of the noughties, coming in talking about the dances that you created as well as the music, of going, hey, you get to have a sneak peek. That must be a surreal moment.
It's amazing. Honestly, I love, like, TikTok has opened up a lot of doors for me. It's a really incredible space. And like, I've gone from like crying my eyes out on that app to dancing around and living the best life I can. I think it's a really incredible space for people to find themselves and open doors up to new careers. I genuinely am a big fan of TikTok.
So I got to ask you, obviously we're surrounded by the TikTok world today at the red carpet. Are there any creators that you would love to collaborate with?
That's a really good question. I'm in the same category as Bus Auntie. And I did meet her at the nomination brunch, and she's really sweet. And I feel very, very grateful that we're in the same category. So hopefully I'm going to see her tonight. I'm looking for her. I haven't seen her yet.
Where would you do your TikTok if you were with Bus Auntie? Because we've got to find the right corner of London.
We do. I'll leave that down to her. She seems like she knows the good spots.
She knows where to go. She knows where to go. I love it. So what are you looking forward to most then for tonight?
I don't know. This is the first time I've ever been nominated for anything in my life. So I am. It's surreal. Like, I kind of find it deeply unserious, but I'm very grateful and very happy to be here, to be a part of something. I don't know. It's nice. I'm very excited. It's nice.
Well, I hope you have a fantastic night. Best of luck as well. We'll see if you are the winner later on tonight. We never know.
I'm up against Bus Auntie, so I think my chances are low. But I'm looking forward to a good night.
The experience, though, that's what we love.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And of course, we're continuing here at the TikTok Awards here, and celebrating all of the world, social media, and I suppose we're coming back with Jason Manser right now. Jason, you've got a breather. You've had. Since we've started our live stream, I'm pretty sure you've had about 2 seconds to breathe fresh air, and that was about it.
Yeah, and then have a quick drink of water as well, and put a mint on because I was really worried that my breath was going to be bad for someone. We've got more content creators coming as well. Oh my days, look at this.
I shall go and collect her next.
All right. Thank you very much, Debbie, for manning the fort while I was away. Do you want to come in? Want to come and say hello? We've got another guest coming up here at the TikTok Awards. Hello there, how you doing?
Good, how are you? I
Good.
love this is great.
Thank you very much. I'll take the compliment. Stay a little bit closer for us, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Look, do you want to introduce yourself? We're doing a live stream for Sky News. Tell everyone who you are and the stuff that you create content about.
I am Sammy, and I create fashion and beauty content, primarily.
Yeah.
A little bit of lifestyle, but I love a good outfit.
I think only for that reason, I think it's fair for us to ask the wonderful cameraman Akeem if he would do a little pan down, and you can talk through what you're wearing at the moment and what you were going for.
Sure. So I'm wearing a two-piece by Dreaming Ellie, a London-based brand. She's a female independent. It's all handcrafted in London. So much attention to detail. My bag is from Rafie in New York, and it's handmade from glass. The front is based on my eye, and then my nails match here. My beret is from Atsuko Kudo, who are a London-based latex company, and they specialise in custom latex. And my shoes are Gucci.
Absolutely fantastic. Okay, then, I mean, I'm scared that I'm going to ask this, but as someone who works in the industry, how have I done today?
You look great.
Yeah.
And the attention to detail. The fact that this matches the black tones here, and I love the blue matching the blue. You've put thought.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Look, we've been asking everyone on the carpet about creating content and sort of what makes you a good content creator. What do you think has worked for you?
I think that probably everyone will say this, but honestly, it's really staying true to yourself. Not looking at what someone else is doing and trying to emulate that, but putting out there what you believe in, what you love. And if it's something as simple as make an outfit and that changes your day and your perspective, then go for it. Make the video, we live once.
Absolutely. And what about when it comes to sort of managing how much time you're on the app for, as a creator? How do you go about doing that?
For me personally, I'm very much a post, reply to comments and then walk away. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I don't want to consume too much content because I want to stay true to myself and not get too swept by with trends and things like this. So for me, I find actually that part of my job is one of the easiest parts, is posting. I want to make sure I reply to my community. They're so important to me. But I don't want to spend loads of time on there myself.
Yeah. When it comes to young people sort of on the app, there are things we have to think about. There is about the amount of time that we think about and what it does to developing brains. What would be your advice either to parents or to a young person who's watching your content or watching this now when it comes to how much time they spend on the app and how to manage that best?
I think the best thing we can do is, I have an 11-year-old. This is something that's definitely on my mind for the future, is being very honest with them. The internet's not going anywhere. Social media is not going anywhere. I think barricading it from them is quite similar to what someone would have done in the 90s with a movie or something. So I think it's moving with it and being really open with your children and asking them what they've seen today, maybe going through it with them. How do they feel? Maybe even exploring a video together that you both enjoy and saying, how did that make you feel? Why did you like it? Why do you even want to be on the app? What is it doing for you? And getting that out to them, I think, is really important because, I'm hanging out with friends and you look around sometimes and people are doom scrolling and you're kind of wondering why. I mean, what are you getting from it? And I think sometimes it's important to ask yourself what you're getting from it to understand if you should be on it or not. I hope that answered the question.
That's actually really brilliant advice, and also the fact that you've got a child is really good. Finally, before you go, I've been asking everyone this. We don't want you to give away your secrets, but what's a good content hack, trick, technique that you could give to an aspiring content creator or someone who's perhaps watching this stream?
To help their videos do well, or
to make them look good. I mean, something that you use possibly.
Okay, I think the intro is very important. How can you make someone want to watch the video? And I really care about lighting. A well-lit video, I know TikTok is candid, but you've got to be able to see.
Okay. We've got good lighting here at least.
This is a lot.
Yeah.
I thank God I got my sunglasses on.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. I'm
Thanks
wishing you the best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
And I also hope you have fun as well.
Thank you, I hope to. Thanks.
Thank you for the style compliment as well. I appreciate
You're very
it.
welcome.
Yeah. How about that? A little bit of style on the red carpet. Not so much by me, but the wonderful Debbie Ridgard is here again. Hello, Debbie.
What I'm going to say to you is food, glorious food. We've got another food creator on the way, and this is the one and Alfie Steiner. So Alfie is a nominee tonight. Jason,
Good evening,
Alfie.
mate. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Little
Let's do it all.
Let's do it
and
all,
then we can
mate.
do the old school, all that. Look, for anyone on the live stream, do you want to introduce yourself to them and tell them a bit about what you do?
Sure. So my name's Alfie Steiner, otherwise known as Alfie Cooks on social media. I create food content, so like recipe videos across social media, and it's all about like vegetables, like how to transform vegetables into sort of really tasty dishes, whether it's soups, pasta sauces, dips, getting really creative with them to sort of put them at the forefront of like recipes and people's minds. And yeah, I'm just a big foodie, love my cooking, love my foods, got a big appetite, and I'm here on a red carpet talking to you, so it's kind of like, what's going on?
Well, nominated for a TikTok award
exactly.
for UK and Ireland, which is absolutely fantastic recognition. Look, I've been asking people like in their fields, like what's a interesting point or something cool you've learnt recently, or maybe in your case it'd probably be a good little recipe hack maybe.
Maybe I'll go down the route of less like recipe hack, but I think like seeing the way that like social media is changing, the introduction of AI and seeing sort of a lot of people moving away from social media at certain times. I think it's really important to really like stay true to what you're passionate about and try and share that kind of like authentic connection with whoever it is that's watching your content. That's something I'm learning right now, so I'm kind of like you know, in a little bit of transition. But yeah, that's what I'd say I've been learning recently on socials. It's just like, you know, people want to know you for you, and yeah.
What's your advice to sort of any content creator, aspiring or established, when it comes to like how much time you spend on the app? How do you sort of do that in a healthy way?
Well, yeah, it's always something to like navigate. I think it's like setting those boundaries. It's not always easy, like to be able to switch off, because of course there's always more you can do if your like career is about creating content. But I'd say like when it's something you're passionate about, really trying to put as much into it as you can, like in your working day. And then I myself try not to scroll too much like after the working day. Try and separate it a bit so that I have my work and then I have my home life. Easier said than done, I must say, but it's
from experience.
Yeah. It's important though, because like otherwise it can just become like, where do you set the boundaries? But for someone who wants to become a creator, I'd say like make content that you think is like that you're passionate about, something that you're passionate about. Don't be afraid to sort of put your unique spin on things, whether it's like with a voiceover or whether it's like with certain other things, like to stand out, and hopefully your passion will sort of shine through.
When it comes to like, you know, young people in this space that are on the platforms, you're someone who has a big following, so you'd have a lot of feedback, shall we say. You see a lot of different elements that are out there. What's your advice to either parents or young people when it comes to sort of existing in that space?
Yeah, I think about when I was a bit younger, like social media, I mean, it was like BBM and like all these kind of things. Like Instagram wasn't really a thing.
The vintage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But whereas now it's like, you know, I've got a younger brother who's like, you know, he's on Instagram, he's on TikTok, and like you can see everything at the click of your fingers. So I'd say like it is important to make sure that, I mean, for parents obviously, that you're kind of monitoring like what your kids are watching, what sort of content they're seeing, and yeah, you just got to hope that like you have those boundaries in place, because yeah, you've got to use social media. It's an amazing thing, but like you've got to use it kind of safely and responsibly, I'd say.
All right, a recent recipe that's going to blow our mind. A recent trick that you've done, well, it doesn't have to be recent. Maybe it's a classic.
Yeah, I'll go with a classic. So one of my like most popular recipes is a cauliflower steak. Cauliflower steak.
No, I love it.
Yeah, so it's like basically you slice a cauliflower into like a big cross section. You would cook it as if you were cooking a steak. So you like sear it in the pan, lots of butter.
So
garlic.
This is raw.
Yeah. So a raw cauliflower, get it on a hot pan, sear it on both sides, press it down with something heavy, get some butter in there, some garlic, some like fresh thyme, baste it as you go, and within like 10 minutes, so 5 minutes either side, it will become really nice and tender and like buttery on the inside, and then have that like really nice golden crust on the outside. And then I serve that with chimichurri and a butter bean puree. So it's not quite your classic steak recipe, but it's really good, and a lot of people have enjoyed it.
Okay.
So you got to give that a go.
I'm going to give that a go.
I'll send you the recipe.
Thank you very much. An absolute pleasure talking to you.
Lovely to meet you,
Good
man.
luck tonight. Hope you have fun as well.
Appreciate it.
And we'll see you later, mate.
Have a nice evening.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much. Look at that. We've had it all. We've had some fashion. We've had gut biome. We've also had recipes, good places to eat. This is probably one of the most interesting red carpets I've done in a long time, and we've done a lot around the world. That's the Oscars, the BAFTA Awards, all of these kind of things, the Brit Awards as well. But this is the TikTok Awards for UK and Ireland, the second of them, and it looks like we've got another guest. My wonderful colleague, Debbie Ridgard, has just been an absolute star this evening. Keeps popping in.
You are smashing it.
I don't know about that. Talking a lot.
This is one of my favourite areas of TikTok, and that is the beautiful reading section, because we have got Jack Edwards, who is a nominee. If you want to come in, Jack, and say hello, this is Jason.
Hey guys.
Hello,
how are you?
Good.
Nice
Lovely
to meet you. I love the suit. Look at this.
That's exactly the thing to say at the start of an interview. Look, for anyone who's watching or just tuning in for the live stream, do you want to tell them a bit about who you are and what you write about?
Yeah, I make content on TikTok about books, trying to connect people with the literary world and make it feel less snobby and intimidating, and showing people that there's space for young people in that world as well, you know, and that you can talk about books in the vernacular and the vocabulary that young people use. You can reference memes, you can talk about pop culture, and it's not lowbrow. You know, it's nice to have that seat at the table.
look, right now you're on the Sky News live stream. Sky News is, I guess, legacy media, broadcast, that kind of thing. We're here at the TikTok Awards. You're on TikTok, but you're also like the, am I right, literary editor for Esquire magazine.
I am, but newly appointed. As of yesterday. Well, it was announced yesterday. I've been doing it for a while behind the scenes,
So the point that I'm trying to make that is that we are a news channel. We're here on a Digital Platforms Awards night, and you're also working for a print. It's essentially a magazine. Are you seeing the two worlds come closer and closer together?
Yeah, I hope so. I don't think it's a dichotomy. I think we have a symbiotic relationship. I learn so much from print media, and I hope they learn from us too. And
broadcast.
Don't forget broadcast. And it's a real privilege for me because I actually started this entire journey because I sent an article, a review I'd written of the Hunger Games to my local newspaper, and I was like, I think this is front page news, and they said, oh, it's not, and you're 15 years old, this book came out 4 years ago, we don't want to publish that, but they were like, if you are interested in this, maybe make a blog, and that led to social channels and now getting to do this, so I've come nice and neatly full circle, so I feel very, very lucky.
Look, for an aspiring content creator, someone who's coming onto the platform, what's your sort of advice for them?
I think that you have a Venn diagram of all of your interests, right? I love pop culture, I love to travel, I love books. It's that middle spot, where all of those things bleed into each other, where all of those things align and cross over. That's what you should be sharing. Like, that's your unique story. And we need you on the platform. The more voices, the better. It makes the conversation more fruitful. It makes everything more exciting. So we want you on the platform. Well, it's a very supportive space. Everyone here is so lovely. Find that sweet spot in the middle. And if no one's doing it, even better.
Can you tell us something from you posted recently, something that you've written about recently, something you've done on TikTok that we find kind of a bit like mind-blowing or quite interesting?
Okay, the thing that has blown my mind is that I was very lucky to get to interview Cillian Murphy.
Oh, wow.
And he just lit up speaking about books. Whenever I get to interview...
We would say notoriously, Cillian Murphy, wonderful actor. But if you look at it out there, he's not always...
Maybe like a resting bored face, you know what I mean? And as an interviewer, that's your biggest fear. I hope I'm not giving that to you right now.
I'm glad you said bored, but we are live streaming.
Resting bored face, we're media trained, don't worry, baby. But yeah, he was so wonderful, and he spoke about books so passionately, and about being a voracious reader, about making your books look like they've been through a blender because you've annotated them, folded down the pages, they've got scuffed in your bag. And I think physical media still we have such a love for, so it's really special to see people like Cillian Murphy, like Jacob Elordi, like Jennifer Lawrence, like Gillian Anderson getting to speak about that art form, because you get a little insight into who they are when they're not at work. It's like reading is such an intimate thing, and it's really lovely to get to hear about the things that resonate with them. Kind of get to go one step deeper in the conversation immediately, which is weird when you've just met them, to be like, let's unpack your trauma a little bit. But that's kind of my vibe.
I like that. Look, TikTok is a place where people of all ages can come. So we are asking everyone, what's your advice to young people, or maybe parents of young people, when it comes to operating and existing in this space?
Yeah, in terms of reading, your local library is the space you should be. And I wouldn't be doing what I do now without my local library's reading challenge over the summer. My mum used to take me, and I would go, and having someone respect my opinions on books as a child, I think, has shaped everything I do now. In terms of operating like the online space, I think find the things that you're passionate about, fill your feed with things you love, don't engage with the things you hate. The algorithm isn't smart enough to know whether you're enjoying it or not. If you're watching it to in its entirety, if you're commenting on it, it thinks you like it. So if you're commenting on things you don't enjoy, you'll be fed things that you don't like, and that's just a negative experience for everyone involved. So support the creators that you love, tell them how much you appreciate their work, engage with the people in the community too, and it can be a really wonderful space.
Fantastic. Look, good luck tonight.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I hope you have fun, and I hope you win, of course.
Oh, man, that's very kind. You have to say that because I'm here.
No, I mean it as well.
I appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
Have a great one. You're doing great stuff. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, there you go. Another wonderful guest here at...
I've got some water for you,
You got some water for me. Okay. Thank you.
It's like so you have a second
Thank
to
you.
yourself.
I
Now,
will.
the one thing that I do love about TikTok is that, of course, it did start as a dancing platform back in 2018, 2019, but since then it has developed, and as we've seen through all of the conversations that we've been having, is that it's spanned across so many different categories.
Yeah.
And one of the categories that are nominated this year is Voices for Change.
Yeah.
And so we have two of our nominees right now. This is Becky and Hannah Cheatham, and they're here to talk to us about how they're actually using their platform to voice about their lives.
Hello. Oh, look at
I'll
this.
take your water
You're going to
there.
take my water.
There we go.
Look at this. Hello. How you doing?
And so Hannah and Becky are going to describe and explain to you a little bit about the computer that she has in front of her and the reasons for her.
All right then. Hello. Nice to meet you. Do you want to tell? We are live streaming for Sky News. So do you want to tell the audience a bit about yourselves and what you do?
Okay, so do you want to go first, Hannah? Yeah. So if you just put it down here, the microphone, it'll.
Yep. Yes. I'm Jack Edwards.
I am so excited and honoured to be nominated for the Voice for Change TikTok Award.
I couldn't hear.
So it says, I'm so excited and honoured to be nominated for the Voice for Change TikTok Award. So, yeah, we're Hannah and Becky. We're sisters, known as Tutors for Dreams. And we've been doing this 10 years this year. We all started with a list of dreams on a piece of old cardboard in our mum's kitchen. And we thought, what if we wanted to do anything in the world, what would we want to do? We still haven't finished the list of dreams. But, we've done more than we could ever imagine. So, yeah.
And how's it been? How do you enjoy being so popular on TikTok? What is it like to have so many fans?
She loves it. Love it. Actually, we get recognised. Love it. And when we go out and you're recognised, do you love it? Yeah. She says, "Do you want a picture with me?"
Righto. Do you want a picture with me? We'll do a picture together.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Come on.
Yeah.
We're doing it all together? Let's do it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
She said she likes it when people.
Oh, yeah.
You like it when people want a picture with you. Okay, for that reason, let's do it live on Sky News or on the live stream. We're going to do a picture together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Say cheese. Look, for anyone who's watching this, what else would you like them to know about the work, the stuff that you guys are creating?
That they can do anything they want to do if they put their mind to it. No matter what obstacles are thrown in your way, there is a way to do it, and there's a world out there to be lived and to be happy in. And if we can do it, then so can we. And we're going to do this forever. And we want to say thank you for all the support that we have received over the last 10 years. So thank you so much. Yeah.
My absolute pleasure. Look, good luck tonight.
Thank
I wish you the best of luck. I hope you have fun as well. And I hope you have a great evening. And thank you so much for talking to Sky News. My pleasure. You all right? Good luck tonight. Are you going to have a dance as well? Yeah. It's a date. It's an absolute date. Absolutely wonderful to see there. Look, we're at the TikTok Awards, the second annual TikTok Awards for UK and Ireland, here in London, in Greenwich. Talking to some of our change makers there, nominated in one of the categories. It's been a very, very, very busy evening. We've got more people coming up now. The wonderful Debbie Ridgard, my colleague, entertainment reporter at Sky News.
Yes, indeed. And now we've got a Storyteller of the Year nominee coming in. This is Morgan James, who uses his TikTok account to do exactly that, tell stories.
Okay, Morgan. Hello, Morgan.
Lovely to meet you, man. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Do you want to introduce yourself to the people we're live streaming for Sky News
Absolutely.
at the moment?
Hello.
Tell them a bit about yourself and what content you create.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name's Morgan. I make sort of narrative storytelling content on TikTok, and I'm nominated for Storyteller of the Year. So yeah, very excited to be here.
Congratulations. How did you first get into sort of posting these kind of things online and start building a following?
Yeah, so originally for me, I actually started doing music, and then it kind of evolved into, I guess, music sort of storytelling and songwriting. So from there, made it more visual, less music-y, and then just sort of started creating videos, found a lane, sort of crafted a style of editing, and just went from there, really. Yeah,
absolutely fantastic. Okay, we don't have a whole lot of time, so I'm going to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
What's a very short story you can tell us?
A very short story?
Very short story is in almost like haiku level.
Okay.
But no, a bit more than that.
There was once upon a time, there was a man called Morgan that was at the TikTok Awards, and he wasn't sure if he'll win, so he hasn't prepared a speech. and we'll see what happens at the end.
Wonderful
Do you like that?
story.
That was on the spot.
That was
Thank
a
you,
great
mate.
story.
If
Great
that doesn't
story.
win an award, I don't know what will.
Look, when it comes to being a content creator, how do you manage the amount of time you spend on the app and in the digital realm and altogether?
I mean, I spend a lot. My screen time is very high. However, it's very important, especially like creatively, to get outside. Do you know what I mean? Travel, like even just being on a train, like you feel so much more fresh and just moving around, not staying in the same spot. I think really gets things flowing and just keeps creativity coming. But yeah.
And how do you navigate being in that space? Obviously, you have a lot of followers, a lot of comments, most of which I'm sure are positive, but it's not always the nicest place. So how do you navigate those kind of things?
For sure, I think. Definitely majority of the comments are positive. I think you get the odd one that's maybe not, but it's maybe not 99 to 1%. So really, it's not too much. So I try not to look. I think that's the thing. Don't look at it. Don't look at my comments here.
Very good advice. Look, I'm not going to ask you to give away your secrets, but when it comes to creating content and the ways in which you do things, is there a clever hack or a style or something that you'd sort of recommend to a young content creator who might be watching this?
Definitely. I would say color grade your content. It's so that I don't really hear people talk about, but adding a little exposure, brightening the saturation can really make colors pop and make your video stand out on the For You page. That's what I'd say. Yeah.
And what's your advice to young people who are on social media? Like I know myself, it's young people and adults, but in particular I want you to talk to young people and maybe parents of young people. I know that I doom scroll sometimes. Sometimes I have to make a real conscious effort to get off of social media. So what's your advice about young people in particular, navigating that space?
As in young people that want to do
TikTok,
as consumers or creators?
Both. Let's start off with consumers first.
Consumers, I think, definitely enjoy consuming content. I think it's incredible that you can learn as well so much, educational things on TikTok. But at the same time, it's important to have a balance. So screen time, make sure it's not too crazy. But that's what I'd say.
Fantastic. And look, when it comes to your category, you know who's been nominated along with you. Is there anyone out there that you quite admire as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Max, the Career Ladder, Creator of the Year, he's up for. I think he's phenomenal. What he's built is absolutely incredible. So we shall see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, amazing.
Wishing you the best of luck.
Pleasure, mate. Thank you so much.
And thanks for the great story.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Cheers.
Putting you on the
Thank
spot
you.
there.
Thank you.
Look at that. We've had it all. Gut biome, food recommendations, cauliflower steaks, and also a very made-up short story on the spot here at the 2nd Annual TikTok Awards. The wonderful Debbie Ridgard, who keeps trying to text me who's coming up next, and I keep not missing the text messages. I'll try and pay more attention this time.
Hey,
hopefully the reception's working a bit better.
Don't you worry, we're all good. Now, we have been talking about food, we've been talking about books, we've been talking about activism. Right now we're going to go to somebody who gets to travel the world for a living thanks to TikTok. This is Phil Carr, who is also nominated as well tonight. So Phil, come on in.
Hello, nice to meet you. Sorry, you got your hands full. I don't want to throw contractions.
iPad, phone, the whole lot.
Look at that, technology.
That's what happens when you're live streaming, because you're trying to have notes, but the technology keeps failing me.
Oh, that's right. Do you want me to tell you about me? Or?
Exactly. I want you to tell people who are watching.
So I'm Phil, and I make travel content, allegedly. They think I make travel, which is fine. And I'm in the Travel Creator of the Year category, which is mind-blowing, really. Like professional holiday maker. So,
I think that's the absolute dream job. How long have you been doing this for?
Since lockdown 1. So what's that, 5 years now, yeah.
But hang on, can you ask, the question is in lockdown you started a blog about travelling?
No, the travel came later. No, during lockdown I just issued the ramblings of a madman into my phone, and then lots of people watched because everyone downloaded TikTok during lockdown, and it blew up, and I kind of grew with the app, really. So I got very, very lucky. Early mover advantage, no skill at all.
I find that hard to believe entirely. And what do you think has been the secret to your success then?
Oh, sticking with it. Yeah, like anything, whether it be business or anything at all. Yeah, just keep going, and when things are low, you just keep posting, and having some quality control, not over posting, not letting people get bored of you, rationing how much you do. If something's not great, don't put it out. And try not to do that many live interviews in case I say something. I'm joking. Don't worry.
Safe place. And look, when it comes to sort of an aspiring content creator, someone who's coming out there, and I don't want you to give away your secrets, but what's a good hack or a technique or something that they could take away from this?
So first of all, you need to start. So it takes most people sort of 100 videos to even before they even start talking naturally to camera.
Yeah.
So everybody uses their work phone voice originally.
Or their Sky News voice.
Or their Sky News voice. And yeah, don't get married to an idea. What you're going to end up posting is almost certainly going to be quite different to what you start posting. And you need to find that middle ground between what people want to watch and what you want to make. So, and then that's where you land.
Yeah.
So you need, if you just make what you want to make, then maybe people won't watch it. And if you just make what the audience want you to make, then you'll end up not wanting to make it anymore. So you've got to find that middle ground on how you cover things and everything like that. Yeah.
I think that's actually really brilliant advice. Look, we've been asking everyone sort of to talk about, there is a lot of conversations about young people on social media and how much they're on social media. So what would be your advice to either a parent or a young person about moderating and being safe in the online sphere, particularly on apps like TikTok?
Well, I am a parent. I have a 9-year-old daughter. It's at the front of my mind constantly. I think as a parent, try and be aware of the apps. So don't deny their existence. Things like TikTok and TikTok's competitors. Don't bury your head in the sand. Use them yourself if you can, so you know what your kid is using. And our friends at Android and iOS, they make tools which mean that you can manage what your kids do and how they do it. Learn how they work. We do that with our daughter on the iPad. And there are really, really good content builders. But you've got to educate your kid as well. In the same way we used to go out and play when we were young in the street. Our parents would tell us what to do, what not to do. Take care of yourself on the road. Don't talk to strangers. You have to have those conversations with your own children. So yeah, you've got to do a bit as a parent. You've got to make the effort as a parent. And you have to educate your child and cross your fingers and hope for the best. But with the internet, the genie's out the bottle. No one's putting it back in now. So, we are where we are. But yeah, I think about it often.
That's absolutely fantastic advice. Finally, we've asked everyone in their sort of chosen area of expertise, in your case, travel.
Yeah.
Tell us something amazing, incredible, interesting that you've either posted about recently or you're going to post about maybe.
Okay, so if you live within the UK and you like travel and you haven't been to the Highlands and you don't like travel, so straight off the bat, if you're from the UK and you travel around the world, you've got to go to the Highlands. If not, incredible places that I've been recently that I highly recommend. Andorra, which is between France and Spain, brilliant, and an island called Svalbard, which is at the north of Norway. Bargain and brilliant. They're the two that I recommend anyone to go.
Okay, very quickly, one more time so I can remember properly. So I'm going to go.
And there's a small country called Andorra, which you can get to through Barcelona, and then at the top of Norway, near the North Pole, there's an island called Svalbard. Both of them affordable, both of them fantastic.
Great guy. Thank you so much.
So
Wish
thank
you the
you
best
very
of luck
much.
tonight.
Don't drop anything.
I will try not to. I'll do my absolute best. Thank you so much. And I look, the wonderful Debbie Ridgard is here again with someone else. This is our entertainment reporter. For those who've just joined us, we are at the TikTok Awards, the second TikTok Awards for UK and Ireland in London right now on the red carpet.
Yes, and the big winner last year for the very first TikTok Awards was Kyra May, who is a content creator from the UK and has used lifestyle makeup and travels the world as well. And Kyra May is with us right now, trying to talk about her journey on TikTok.
Fantastic. How you doing?
Thank you. How are you?
Very good. Debbie gave you a wonderful introduction there, but we've been getting everyone to tell, the people on the live stream a bit about themselves and what the content they create.
Okay, cool. So I started off solo travelling around Southeast Asia. I did it for about 3 months, and then I came home to a different life because it blew up, and then I just travel ever since then.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely amazing.
Now travel is my job. It's crazy.
What's your advice to sort of aspiring content creators who wants to get into it?
I say be yourself 100% because people can feel that, and people just want authenticity when they go on their phone. There's so much fakeness, so I think be yourself, try and be relatable, just feel like you're on FaceTime to a friend. That's what I like.
We just asked the previous guests about a tip, if you like, or something really amazing they should do that they've either recently posted or maybe are about to post about.
Okay.
What's something you can give us?
Giving you the tea.
Yeah, I mean, it could be existing, but obviously we'd love the tea.
I'm going to go to Australia in a month, to a road trip.
Okay. From east to west, north to south?
I don't know yet. I'm very last minute.
Are you really?
I don't even know what I'm doing yet, but yeah.
Look, and I don't want you to give away, well, I do. I want you to give away your biggest secret, but we'd be okay if you didn't. But if you were going to tell a content creator out there about some clever ways to edit, write, something they could do to make their content sort of pop or look good, what would be your advice? Or something that you use, maybe?
Yeah, I would say, I'm a person who says a lot and like will pause, cut all that out, try and make it as choppy as possible because people have no attention span anymore. You need to get rid of all them bits. Just make it as choppy as possible because if I'm seeing any pauses, I'm scrolling. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
I get bored so easily.
Oh wow! I think you know what, it's something that I need to work on as
Keep
well.
it
Actually,
interesting.
yeah, very good point there. Look, we've been asking everyone. You know, the reality is the digital age is here. Social media is accessible to everyone of all ages. So, what's your advice either to parents or to the young people themselves about operating in the space of in digital space on platforms like TikTok?
Like keeping safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, I think as well, what comes up, what you like watching keeps coming up. So make sure you're watching the right stuff because otherwise you can end up in like a doom scroll of all sorts of stuff. So stay in the right for you page and just enjoy it. I love it. It's such a good community. I think it's really supportive. Everyone supports you and it's a nice friend. You've got friends on there when you're on TikTok. I love it.
Yeah, and how have you dealt with like the amount of attention and followers you've got? That is a strange environment to be in.
It is, but I'm very lucky because my page is such a beautiful place and everyone is so lovely. It's such a nice community and I just feel so supported every day and it's amazing.
Have you looked at the nominees that are here tonight?
Yes.
Is there any that particularly stand out for you that you're really interested to see, or hoping that might win?
Yeah, I'm rooting for George Clark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just love his videos. It's so cool. Yeah.
Fantastic. And finally, a bit of a fun question.
Yeah.
You can have a bit of a boogie afterwards.
I'm the stiffest dancer in the world, so I don't know. Everyone calls me a penguin when I'm dancing. I'll give it a go though. I always give it a go.
You got to dance like no one's watching.
Yeah, no, I don't care who's watching. I'm dancing.
Yeah. And finally, look, I work for Sky News, which is obviously sort of a legacy, a broadcast media. Yeah. We have 9 million on TikTok, for example, where we are starting to operate in these spaces. Do you think we're starting to see the different forms of media blur together now, and that it's no longer one broadcast, one print, one digital?
I see so much like news on TikTok still now. Sky News I see a lot of on TikTok too.
So can you say that again?
Sky News I see on TikTok too. Yeah, it's all coming in one place, I think. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Lovely
Hope you have fun
meet you.
tonight.
Have a good night.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Best of luck. Oh, there we go. Another guest here at the TikTok Awards in London. We are on the red carpet. It is the second annual TikTok Awards for UK and Ireland, and I think the wonderful Debbie Ridgard is coming with some more news of another guest for us as well.
Hello. Now, we've got one that I love more than anything, which is Danny Dyer, who had been on Love Island and is now a content creator and also does a lot of different TV shows as well. So Danny's here to chat with us. If you want to come in, Danny?
There we go. Hello. Hello, Danny. How are you? Very good.
You look lovely.
Oh my days! I'm highly susceptible to flattery. And by the way, you look absolutely stunning as well. I'm a real fan of lace, like in shirts and embroidery and things like that.
Lace.
Yeah, it's a very nice look. I think for men and women as well.
Absolutely.
Like lace shirts for men. Yeah. Anyway, I've completely gone off topic. That's terrible. Look, for anyone who's just joined the live stream and everyone who doesn't know you, do you want to tell them a bit about sort of the type of content, who you are, and sort of content that you create as well?
So I would say people would know me mostly for being on reality TV. I would say I'm getting a bit better with my TikTok, you know.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy watching TikTok, but I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it. But yeah, obviously, like, that's like my favourite thing. I would say.
What's been sort of your learning experience of TikTok and into that area and trying to create content?
I think how hard it actually is. Like, I feel like people with TikTok don't realise how much content, how much time it takes. But there's been times where I feel like what I do at a time, I'm like, oh my God, how do I edit it all? So I really appreciate, you know, like when I'm watching videos and like when they're doing it on a daily basis, I'm like, my hat goes off to them.
Yeah.
Because it is hard.
It is hard.
But people don't realise how actually hard it is.
And when it comes to sort of being in the public eye, obviously having a big following on all platforms, but, you know, we're talking about TikTok this evening.
Yes.
How do you handle that and sort of comments, people engaging with you, good and bad?
I mean, listen, I think people always say about having a thick skin. I've never had a thick skin. I think I've always worn my heart on my sleeve. And, you know, bad comments, I think I've got a little bit better at trying not to find them because I've always used to search for them. So I've got a lot better at just switching off from it, especially over night time. Switching off, watching telly that, you know, isn't going to make me overthink. So, yeah, I think what I really, really appreciate when people are kind and send you lovely messages, and I love to interact as much as possible.
And look, it's the digital age is here. People of all ages can access it. I can, and I do doom scroll sometimes.
Yeah.
But in particular for, I don't know, people with children or young people themselves, if they might be listening to this, what would you say about how to exist in that space and how much to exist in that space?
I would say especially say for like a younger audience, I think it's like about blocking. So there's things like you can block certain words now, block certain sentences, and having a bit of a time limit on it, because you know what you can do. You can sit and scroll and scroll and scroll, and you can sit there and think, I've been here for an hour or two. So I think it's just limiting your time and having it more as an enjoyment. I've got myself a Kindle now, so I'm like, right, turn it off.
What?
A Kindle.
What's that? A Kindle, a book. Oh, I thought you said a kingdom, and I was like, was that like a lock or something for phones? A Kindle. Okay. What are you? Very quickly, what are you reading?
Do you know what?
Sorry,
I've not been good at the moment. I've not been good. I like an autobiography. I've got Shirley Ballas's book at the moment, so I'm reading hers at the moment. Yeah, she's great. I love Shirley Ballas.
I'm an autobiography man as well.
Yeah.
I realise it's just it's time.
It's time.
Because it's the easiest thing for me to read. It's in reality, but it's also from their perspective.
Yeah, it's like relaxing, isn't it? But my favourite ever autobiography was Cheryl Cole's, and that was years ago.
I haven't read it yet.
It's so old, that book.
Is this a bit of literature that should go down in history as like one of the great?
It was the best autobiography I've ever read. I cried, I laughed, I want to read it again.
Actually?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I just need to get a bit better with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheryl Cole.
I'll
have a look at it.
Yeah.
Look, have fun tonight.
Thank
Are you gonna have a little boogie on the dance floor afterwards?
Oh, I love a dance.
Yeah.
Always.
Okay, we might see you there. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll see you there. See if you got the time.
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
See you later.
Oh, there you go, the wonderful Danny Dyer there having a chat to us about books and all sorts of creating content, and the wonderful Debbie Ridgard.
Jason, I've been talking to you about this creator.
I know.
For the last 2 to 3 days.
Yeah,
I'm very excited to see. This is Bebby, aka Boss Auntie. She is up for a video of the year. She's going to come and chat.
Come on in.
This is Jason Manson.
It's wonderful to meet you. How are you?
I'm very well.
Very good. Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Look, now I know who you are, and Debbie gave you a wonderful introduction because she knows who you are as well. Do you want to tell everyone who's watching the live stream a bit about what you do and how you became so big?
Oh, so big, I'm not sure, but my name is Bebby, and I started posting about buses because I love London Red buses. I do. Honestly, my journey with London Red buses started 1991.
Yeah.
And since then, I just love being on the bus, especially on the, top bus.
Yeah.
So
Top
for
deck.
me, top deck, yes. For me, seeing London, the best way to see London is through the buses. Underground, nothing. Upstairs, buses, you get to view London, how beautiful it is. So, but the journey started last year when like I usually do, I always take selfie with buses. So on this fateful day, I did the same thing, but this time I posted it on TikTok. And from there, although it was reposted by Stormzy. And when Stormzy reposted, Stormzy, yes. When he reposted that video, it did really well, and here we are. Yeah.
Fantastic. So what has it been like suddenly becoming quite a pop? You have quite a few followers. Suddenly becoming, I guess, TikTok famous.
I'm grateful. I must say I'm grateful to TikTok. Listen, without TikTok, I'll say without God first, I would be here. But without TikTok, the platform TikTok has given me, oh my God, I am so grateful. I am so grateful, honestly.
So grateful for the bus answer. We've all been talking a lot about you. We're very excited to see you. Look, what's your advice to anyone aspiring who wants to become a content creator? What's some advice you've got about what to do or maybe what not to do? What have you learned recently?
What I've learned is that never allow anybody to talk you out of what you like to do. Whatever it is that you love doing, that gives you joy, don't allow families or friends to say, no, don't do that, you're too much for that, no, don't do that. If I'm listening, I will be here tonight. There will be a lot of negative voice. Just anything it is that you want to do, please, no matter what age, go ahead. Look at me, I'm here. So, do it and be happy while you do it as well.
One of my questions to you would be, we've asked everyone that's sort of in their specialty area, and as the bus auntie, your area is going to be buses. What is something interesting, a favorite, or something that we should, a favorite bus maybe that we need to hear about?
For me, I'll probably say the bus drivers. And I'm saying that because sometimes I think we overlook them. And for me, they do a lot of hard work. A lot of people curses at them. A lot of people don't say thank you. I think we need to take time and say thank you. They may not be perfect, but they are doing a fantastic job. But most importantly, the red color of London Red buses is what makes me love London Red buses. I love it.
It's the red.
The red, the color. It's bright. And also it represents London. It's beautiful. It's bold.
Okay then.
Yes.
I've got another one question for you. There's lots of different bus routes that you can take. So what is one that gives you the most joy, or that, and maybe someone who's seeing this and watching this in a different country might, when they come to London, and say, get on that bus route. Which one is it and why?
For me, there are two, but one, bus 115 from my house to Aldgate, and then bus 15 from Aldgate to Trafalgar Square.
Okay.
And when you are in Trafalgar Square, my God. So take bus 15 to Trafalgar Square.
Yeah.
You see the beauty of London. Yes.
Fantastic. Look, that was really good to meet you.
Pleasure.
Well done. I hope you win tonight.
Oh, I hope so. But either way, I'm happy to be here.
And are you going to have a dance as well?
Okay.
Apparently there's DJs on, all sorts of things.
I'm ready. I've got the shoes for it.
You've got the shoes already?
Yes.
You're ready to do it. It's been an absolute pleasure meeting you.
Sir.
Congratulations. That's great advice. Thank you. Have a good evening. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye. That was the bus auntie as well. Oh, we're going. Oh, no. Come on through. Come on through. Hi, we've got some more guests coming. Anyway, some incredible advice there. The 115. I can see about 80 people all lining up for photos and for the press line as well. Lots going on, and here we've got another guest coming up, and the wonderful Debbie Ridgard.
Hello. So now we're up for an Entertainment Creator of the Year, and it is the one and only Charlie Marlowe.
Charlie Marlowe! Hello, how are you doing? Very good to do.
I always do two. I always want to do one.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's European.
Yeah, a little smoochy smooch.
Smoochy smooch. Now look, we know who you are, but for people who've just tuned in or watching the live stream, do you want to tell them who you are and the sort of stuff you post about?
Of course, amazing people from Sky out there in the ether. I'm Charlie Marlowe, and I post comedy skits, general, can I swear?
No swearing.
General rubbish that just, I'd like to think, warms people's days. And that's that.
That was a close one. Look, what do you think is the secret to success, or maybe your success story in particular?
Oh God, I don't know. If you find out, tell me. I don't know. Keep working hard. Don't get above your station, but remember who you are.
Ooh, getting profound. When it comes to people who are starting in the industry and want to sort of start creating content, what's some advice you got for them?
Be on time, be polite, try and remember everyone's names, even though I've got a mind like a goldfish. And just put your all into it. Put your back into it.
Put your back into it.
Put your back in it. Just a little more. Yeah, just do that. Just work hard.
Well, that is amazing. I'm going to clip that one up and share that one for sure. That was very, very good. Look, we've asked everyone in their chosen field, in their expertise, to give us something that might blow our mind or something that might interest us, that maybe they've posted recently or they're going to post about. Oh. What is something that you could tell us that you've posted recently or you're going to post about that might be kind of cool?
Oh, I've got an interview coming out soon with a mega A-lister.
Okay, can we A-list off each other? Because I think I've got a mega A-list.
Go on, who's yours?
No, I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Go on, who is it?
Okay, I'll give you a clue. Bridgerton.
Nicola.
No.
Oh, Jonathan Bailey.
That was one clue.
Oh.
Yes.
Is it? Oh, I thought I got it wrong. My God.
Yeah, coming out this weekend on Sky News.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wicked for good. Yeah, he was also talking about. Oh wow.
Yeah.
What's your favourite Wicked song?
Ooh, No Good Deed.
That's a big one.
Big
You
one.
got the vocal chops for it.
No, I feel like I've only got my whoa, whoa.
Okay, hang on, I've shown you mine, now you need to show me yours.
Oh, okay, mine's. Oh, okay, Magic Mike. It's easy. That's easy.
It is.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, Channing Tatum.
Get out.
Yeah, come on.
Is it for Roofman?
Yes.
There you go.
Came out about 15
Same
weeks
industry.
ago. I know.
Hey.
It was a gorgeous film, though.
I haven't seen it yet.
It was like really sad.
No spoilers.
It was like beautiful film.
I'm going to get serious with you for a minute. We are in the digital age, whether we like it or not.
Yes.
People of all ages can access social media, including TikTok. So what's your advice to either parents or young people about being on platforms like this?
I think get them parental locks on. Yeah.
Say again?
Get them parental locks on.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it or what kind of sorcery you've got to use, but yeah. Start monitoring the kiddies because it can get wild out there. Not even like the naughty stuff, but I don't know. I just go on TikTok and I feel like this is like grown up. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We'll go on the kiddie section.
Yeah.
Look after the kiddies.
Look after the kiddies.
Future.
They are our future. This has been the most musical interview I think I've ever done on a red carpet, to be perfectly honest with you. Look, wishing you the best of luck tonight.
Thanks, mate.
Hopefully you're going to get your back into it later on the dance floor.
Well, of course.
Of course. Wishing you the best of luck. It's been an absolute pleasure. Take care. Thank you.
It's European.
Yeah, European. That's the one. Take care, darling. Absolutely wonderful. Now we've got another guest coming up as well, the wonderful Nikki Lilly.
Know that it was possible.
Yeah.
You know, representation is everything, whether it's shape, size, appearance, background, whatever it may be.
I'm gonna ask you that question again. This is a live stream. Things when you're doing live don't always go right. Our battery ran out and the microphone died, but the wonderful Akeem fixed that while we're asking that question. So one more time, and hopefully we'll have no cuts in the middle. What would it have been like to have a creator like yourself when you were growing up?
It would have meant so much. I think, you know, representation is everything, and you only really know something's possible if you see it. You know, you don't know that you can become a lawyer or a doctor or whatever you want to do in life unless you've seen it be done before you. And that's not to say that it doesn't mean it's possible, but it allows you to know that you fit in the world, and you know, you can move through the world feeling seen and feeling a part of something. And so for me, you know, growing up with a facial difference, I really struggled to feel accepted, understood. I kind of felt like I was watching all of these people that were my age and I was this outsider. And so I feel like when I first started social media, it gave me that escapism from being unwell and being, you know, different from the average person's appearance, and allowed me to just escape for even 10 minutes, whether it's watching or making videos. So.
The internet is a vast place. There are a lot of people on social media. How do you manage the following, both the good and sometimes the bad as well?
It's definitely difficult. You know, even though social media is my job, I can also say that it's a double-edged sword for sure. You know, as someone that also has a facial visibility that is very visible, I have received the not so nice comments, of course,
but I think I try my best to be very conscious and thoughtful about what I'm consuming online. You know, that's the one thing that we do have control over, is what we choose to consume, and so I really try my best to make sure the things I'm consuming are positive and not detrimental as much as I obviously can, but also just limit my use. So obviously my phone has kind of become my job, so when I'm not doing stuff that is work, trying to focus on being present and putting my phone down and being with people in my real life that know me, because, you know, at times likes can feel like your value, and, you know, it can be hard to feel present in life, and so I really try to live my offline life as much as I can versus also just online as well.
Final question, you know, for young people who are either watching, I've just seen one of my colleagues out there, I'm so sorry. For young people who are either watching, are on TikTok, or maybe the parents of young people, what would be their advice for engaging in the sphere?
I think it's very difficult because everyone has kind of got access to social media now, which is a great thing in that if you want to start it, you've kind of got a level playing field, and it's never been easier to, you know, if you want to create content, it's never been easier to do that and see what happens. But equally, you know, as it gets bigger, things get more difficult to navigate and gets harder to control. And so I think it's just try your best if you're a parent to instill in your child to be mindful about what they're consuming. It's difficult because you can't prize away someone's phone and say no, because it's so much a part of their life now, you know. You can't do that, but I think if you can really try and encourage them to use it positively and instill that social media is not the be-all and end-all, then hopefully they can see the good side of it, the learning, the connection, the community, and the possibilities, like what it shows tonight with all the people that are here.
Fantastic. Look, thank you so much for talking to us.
Much.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And I hope you get to have some fun as well.
Me too. I haven't prepared any speech, so I'm kind of like, I'll be okay if I
wing it.
We'll see what happens.
Based on this live and your content, it looks like you're not too bad at talking.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
great.
I think you'll be all right.
If that comes from you, I'll take it. Thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure. See you later. There you go. That's another wonderful guest who's up for an award here at the TikTok Awards. My wonderful colleague Debbie Ridgard, who's not spent that much time on camera.
I haven't. I've been having a great time off it, though. I'm not going to lie. Right, come on in. We've got another nominee. This is Max, and as you can tell,
how's it going? How are you?
He does the Career Ladder TikTok.
Oh, look at that! But you know what? You're the first person to come on tonight with a prop as well.
It's not a prop. It's my partner.
It's your partner. Okay then.
What's your name?
My name's Jason.
I'm Max. Good to meet you. How are
Max,
you?
it's good to meet you too. Look, for anyone who doesn't know about your content and is watching the live stream, do you want to tell them a bit about what you do and the sort of things you talk about?
Sure. I have a channel about business, careers, economics, travel, food, and other things. And I guess I'm most known as the host of the Career Ladder show, which is the most popular non-animated show on the planet.
That's incredible. How do you manage having such a big following on social media, the good and the bad that comes with it?
I like it. I think our fan base is actually very nice for the most part. I still have had maybe only one or two kind of too overwhelming experiences. Mostly it's overwhelming for the right reasons. I'm just happy that so many people love it around the world. No issues at all, to be honest with you.
And what's your advice for a content creator trying to get in the business and trying to get in the industry on the beginning of their journey?
Yeah, you know, I started on TikTok, I think 6-7 years ago. And, you know, for me, it's been like a slow, steady growth, to be honest. We never had our, like, explosive moment. I guess maybe this show is very, very big, but, you know, it's okay not to... I think the worst thing that can happen is to go viral for the wrong reasons with something you don't like doing, because then you have to do it again.
Yeah.
So don't... I think you can have a beautiful career without ever going viral, really.
That's fantastic. And look, how do you... I've asked everyone on the carpet here tonight not to give away their secrets. Maybe you will.
I would not give away the sauce. Never.
But maybe there is a tip, a hack, or an interesting bit of advice that you wouldn't mind sharing to people who are watching the stream about creating content, particularly on TikTok.
Yeah, I'd say I can give you a practical one and inspirational. Practical one is live streams. If I were to start again right now, I would do streams, live streams, all the time. Inspirational, I guess. Whenever you feel like someone's ahead of you or something like this is a terrible, terrible vermin for a creator. You should absolutely burn it out of your body and not compare yourself to other people and try to stay original, stay yourself. That's the best way. whenever you feel this sense of this person is ahead, they're doing, don't. You can't succumb to this. Just zoom out and tunnel vision on what you want.
And when it comes to the internet, it's here to stay. Everyone can access it. Social media platforms, including TikTok.
Well, not everyone, sadly. Not everyone around the world. But everyone, if you can access the internet, you're also in a very lucky position.
That is very true. But it is here to stay, though, and a large proportion of people have access to it.
Yeah.
What's your advice to young people or parents of young people about sort of navigating on platforms like TikTok?
It's a good question. It's interesting. Specifically in this country, for example, it seems that we're going to lower the voting age to 16. I love our younger audience. I love our teenage audience. When we shoot around the world, we have kids coming to their parents, 13 years old, 14 years old, saying, I can't wait to get a job so that I can be on the career ladder. I can't wait to get a job. And I love it. And I think this is something, if they didn't see this, maybe they wouldn't have had these thoughts.
Yeah.
So I think you definitely have to keep an eye on your children's content diet. But I am not a believer of taking away the smartphone, taking away the socials. I have a young sister too. She's 19 now, but as a teenager, I think one advice I would give to parents, I'm not a parent, so I can't speak to that. I know it's very stressful and all of those things, but try to get interested in what they're watching. A lot of the times it's very interesting stuff. Yeah. So maybe you're going to be watching the career ladder together, and then you won't be so anxious about what your child's into because you're also into the same thing.
Okay, final question. I've been asking everyone that I've spoken to tonight, in their chosen fields, their expertise, what is a really interesting take, line, idea that you've recently posted about that would sort of blow our mind or is just quite good?
A recent idea that I posted?
Yeah, or maybe it's an old one, an oldie but a goodie. We had someone who did a classic recipe posted years ago. It could be anything. I put you on the spot, haven't I?
Yeah, something. You know what's interesting?
Something interesting to you, maybe. What's something that you really like to talk about, or you found really interesting to get out there?
It's going to be random.
That's fine.
But I tried a durian.
The fruit.
A week ago, the Singaporean fruit. And it's not bad. And it was actually decent.
Did you post about this?
Of course, of course. So, try new things, man.
Yes.
I don't know. I guess maybe that's something.
I know, because they smell terrible, but they taste amazing.
They smell, but you gotta power through it.
Yeah.
You gotta power through it. It's like, just give it a chance. Maybe give things a chance.
Yeah. Max, thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you very much.
Wish you the best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
And I hope you have some fun as well.
Definitely.
Take care.
All right. Thank you very much.
And does the ladder have a name?
The Career Ladder.
The Gorilla. Max and the Gorilla, thank you so much.
See you later.
Well, that is our final interview here on the red carpet at the second TikTok Awards for UK and Ireland. It's been a whirlwind of a trip with people telling us about gut biome, storytelling, traveling, ways to eat food, including cauliflower steaks, and even me competing with someone about who got the biggest interview between Channing Tatum and Jonathan Bailey. I don't know, you can argue about who was the winner of that. Look, it's time to wrap up here on the carpet. For more arts and entertainment stories, you can catch them on the Sky News app and on the Sky News website, and tune into Sky News as well. My name's Jason Mansouri. The wonderful Debbie Ridgard has been with us throughout the evening as well. Thank you very much for staying tuned.